Welcome to another video by Imperials Explained, and in today's episode we'll take a deep dive into the Imperial Military Operations Branch of the Galactic Empire. But what were the Imperial Operation Branches, and what were they generally responsible for? Having seen various officers displaying rank plaques with distinctive yellow and often red tiles, it seems to me both operation branches from the Imperial Army and Navy were set up for a multitude of purposes. These included commanding and supporting primarily specialist Army and Navy projects, for example related to engineering or science assignments, and also holding government posts within the Emperor's New Order, or in the case of Navy operations, leading on Starship technology testing. But we begin with the Imperial Army Operations officers featured during the original Star Wars A New Hope in 1977. 4 officers assigned to the Imperial Army Operations Branch were present at the Joint Chiefs meeting inside the Death Star's conference room. These officers assigned included High General Tret Moloch, General Hurst Ramodi, Major General Muradmin Bast, and Major Seward Cass. However, all of them held differing responsibilities on the battle station. For instance, Tret Moloch held the unusual rank plaque of 6 red tiles, which in fact was akin to the Army Line branch. But the High General was made responsible for the station's day-to-day army operations sub-branches, while High General Cassio Tague could focus on other pressing matters to the Empire. Another officer around the table was Hurst Ramodi, who was a veteran army general from the Clone Wars, who Grand Moff Tarkin had persuaded out of retirement to become the battle station's operations chief, to basically command the vast areas of the Death Star, which were assigned to the station's sub-branches. Major General Muradmin Bast held a senior army operations rank plaque insignia of 4 yellow and 2 red tiles. Chief Bast was an Army Ground Force Specialist officer, but also aided Tarkin aboard the station with various administrative and analytical duties, and as we know, the Major General informed Tarkin of the rebel danger to the station shortly before the Death Star's destruction. And the 4th officer was Major General Seward Cass, who also acted as an aide to Tarkin as Chief Communications Officer. Cass informed Tarkin of the Imperial mission to Dantooine, only to discover a deserted rebel base. Seward Cass also held the same rank plaque insignia of 4 yellow and 2 red tiles. However, the Death Star did indeed have its own unique chain of command, and large numbers of Army Operations officers were required on board to ensure the massive battle station ran efficiently, while other branches focus on security and military combat duties. As we see from the Death Star's requirement for Operation Branch officers, the Galactic Empire also used the branch to support construction projects, government departments, and scientific assignments. In Rogue One, we saw Galen Erso in a scene wearing an Imperial officer uniform with the rank insignia of 4 yellow and 1 red tile, signifying an Army Operations Major. Galen Erso was clearly an engineering genius and assigned to the top-secret Death Star project during its construction, but his position within the Empire would not have lended itself to an Army line rank, as his duties were not driven by combat. Instead, the Army Operations Branch was specifically designed to assist and support other military branches within the rank structure. This meant specialised Army, Navy, engineering, scientific and governmental positions were created to work alongside their military partners. In Series 1 of Andor, Colonel Pettigar is another engineering officer with the rank insignia of 5 yellow and 1 red tile. Pettigar was an Imperial officer like Galen Erso, who was assigned to engineering projects like the Aldhani Air Base, but he was primarily a skilled engineer rather than a military man. Later in the Andor series, an Imperial government officer is seen reading out Cassian Andor's criminal charges to the judge inside a courthouse. The unidentified non-military officer is wearing a beige uniform with the Operations Branch insignia of 2 yellow and 1 red tile, signifying an Operations Branch lieutenant. Not forgetting the Imperial Navy Operations Branch, but in Star Wars Rebels Season 2 of Episode Stealth Strike, Rear Admiral Brum Titus was featured commanding the Experimental Immobilizer 418 Interdictor cruiser. Titus held the rank plaque of 4 red and 2 yellow tiles, which in the Navy Operations Branch the red and the yellow tiles were reversed. Once again, the officer was assigned to the experimental starship design and was testing its capabilities for capturing rebels. Of course, all of these officers served the Empire prior to the Battle of Yavin. But what would have happened to the operation branches after the first Death Star's destruction at Yavin 4? While the reorganisation of the Empire's military structure was required due to the millions of key Imperial military officers lost after the Battle of Yavin, leading to the decision towards a simplified double-row rank plaque system which incorporated all the military branches. This meant all Operation Branch officers still serving the Empire found themselves with a double-row rank plaque dependent on their previous position within the Imperial Military. For example, if Colonel Pentecar had survived the Ordani heist, his rank plaque would have changed from the original single-row Colonel plaque of 5 red and 1 yellow tile to a double-row rank plaque of 4 red over 4 blue tiles, including 2 code cylinders. Although the Military Operations Branch officers did not disappear entirely, these numbers dwindled as the Galactic Civil War intensified and the Empire's priorities changed. However, a great number of these officers still served under Moff Tion de Gerard on board the second Death Star. But by recognising their unique roles of Army and Navy branches, as well as their interactions, we can gain some military insight into how the Empire operated throughout its 23-year reign over the galaxy. Please give a like and subscribe for more Imperial Explained videos. Thank you for watching, and as always, long live the Empire.